Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and today we are going to take a look at Guardianes Cosmicos, or the Cosmic Guardians. This is a brand new line of full production 5.5 vintage style action figures from an Argentinian company called Rama Toys. That's right, it's a brand new set of figures done in this awesome retro style that I love, straight from Argentina. These guys were set up at PowerCon, so I had the pleasure of meeting them, talking to them about these toys, and picking up a set for myself, which I'm gonna talk about here today. So these guys, one of the guys who works for Rama Toys actually is a former Topps Toys guy. Topps Toys is the company in Argentina that produced the vintage Masters of the Universe line, and of course released stuff like Fuerza T. So we now have this brand new line from the mines there through this new company, Rama Toys. We've got 4 figures in this line, and I gotta say, I do really like the packaging they come in. I love the interesting design to the bubble there, where it's like this nice orb showing the figure within. Got this great spacey theme there, and the back features images of the 4 characters, which, by the way, the artwork on this package and the included little books, all done by the very talented Axel Jimenez, who does a lot of artwork for Masters of the Universe, so that is a pretty cool little nod. So let's go ahead and open these guys out of the package. We'll take a look at them one by one here, and let's start with this guy right here, whose name is Adron. So, before I talk about the figure, I want to show you guys this. Every figure comes packaged with a book, and it has a beautiful illustration here on the front of the characters. And one of the things that I think is really cool is they have fleshed out an entire world for these characters. And hey, don't worry, if you don't think you can read this, the good news is if you flip the book over, they actually have it translated into English. So there's 4 books, one with each figure, and it actually tells a story of these characters. So you can see great image there of Adron, and we even have an image of the Scepter of Eternal Life, which is the scepter that the figure is holding. So here, let's jump right into the figure here. This is what we got with the figure, done in that cool 5.5 vintage style there. It does appear like, I think this is all new, especially with the head sculpt there. It doesn't look familiar to me, but it's a really nice looking figure. And like I said, this is full production. The arms and the legs are made of kind of a softer plastic. And you notice I popped this off. It's pretty easy to pop the arms off the joints, but that's not a problem because they easily pop back on, and it's not like they're loose. So you can see it actually rotates very, very nicely. All the articulation that you would expect from these guys, nothing at the waist there. And then the legs, they're kind of very rubbery. It looks like they're on ball joints, but they are much softer plastic. Not like super rubbery, but it is worth noting that they feel softer than the chest and the head there. But the paint is actually really pretty cool on this guy. I love like the golden shine on the belt and the armor piece there. Because of those rubbery legs, sometimes you have to find the right way to balance these guys, but you can balance them up and they stand pretty good. And Adron comes with 2 accessories, so he's got that scepter there that I showed you. What was it? Scepter of Eternal Life, and then he's got a little blaster there as well, like a cosmic ray. Now, these weapons, this is going to be my one kind of nitpick about these. They're really gummy. I mean, look how soft and gummy and flexible that staff is. The gun is too, but not quite as bad because it's a thicker sculpt. But as a result, it's kind of hard to get him to hold on to the weapons really good. He does a pretty decent job holding onto that blaster, which is pretty cool. Pew, pew, pew! And then when we put the staff in his hand, that's where we run into some issues with it being just a little too loose because of its gummy nature. See how it kind of falls out of his hand. But there. So it's pretty cool. This is like a jewel on the top, but this is all solid painted, so there's no extra paint or anything on there. It's just kind of molded in that color. But still pretty cool looking guy, and I believe this is our main hero in the line. So this next figure here is our Galactic Soldier, and again, he gets his very own little book there, which has got some really great artwork on it. By the way, I love this guy. And there's some closer pictures of him in here, too. Like, I want a toy of him. We got to get that. Hopefully they're still... I would assume that they are planning to do some more releases down the road after this first wave, because that's a very cool looking character. But you can see we got artwork of this guy. He is a Galactic Soldier there. We got a story for him as well, and it is worth noting that that head sculpt is pretty familiar if you're a Masters of the Universe fan. It definitely does appear to be Zodak's head sculpt, but he's like a solid white. The white used on the arms and the legs seems a little bit of a different color, but I think that's because of the material that the arms and legs are made out of. Again, it's that kind of more pliable material there, not like super gummy, and he actually stands really good. I don't have any problems with him standing there. And you can see he's got this great kind of belt sash that goes around him. It is removable. We can pop that off if we want to. And he does have the same blaster that we got with our drone, but it's done in like a silver color, so he can hold that in his right hand there. And I love he's got like this pink color. He's like very alien looking. I do like that quite a bit. That white is actually really nice and clean. And so it's kind of cool. He's a Cosmic Guardian too. So I mean, you could totally fit in with your Zodak if you want to. If you want to like build out the ranks of the Cosmic Enforcers. But he's also a great character here that I think fits in pretty great with this line. So along those same lines, we've got Zafiro, and he's basically, what I can tell, an evil version. In fact, you can see the artwork here. This is our main villain back here, which is Zarko, which we're going to look at in a minute. It almost looks like he's zapping, you know, with his magic blasting through one of the galactic soldiers and turning him into this evil version. So that's very cool. And the inside of the book, actually, I love the name here. Zafiro, the Bewitched Warrior. Oh, that is so cool sounding. So yeah, he's basically like the same figure, but with a new color scheme, which I actually love a lot because he's done in this deep black with the gold, and that shiny gold looks really cool on him. And then he's got like a blue face under there with the red eyes. His gun is also a different mold on this one. But yeah, I just like this guy quite a bit. I think he's very cool looking. So finally, that brings us to Zarko, our main villain here, the diabolical sorcerer. He's got his storybook here as well. Look at that beautiful artwork on the front. And of course, he is quite striking because he's this bright blue in color. You got kind of this black mustache and little goatee going on there with the glowing red eyes. Love that helmet that he's wearing. Yes, he is a sorcerer. You know, he's in this blue color. He's got that black beard and mustache. I think it's pretty easy to make the connection here. He's very Keldor-like. But I love him. I love those bright colors. I think he's awesome. It's pretty cool looking at these guys. Head on there. Look, we got a very human looking guy. We got a blue bad guy. I think we can see the connections being drawn there, but still very nice figure on his own. And this whole team looks pretty great when paired up together. I think these are a lot of fun. Now, again, I say these in a lot of these videos that I do. I know this is a niche thing. I know this isn't for everybody, but I'm a big fan of the 5.5 vintage style. And I love that we have companies that are still producing new action figures in this style to this day. These are pretty cool, coming straight from Argentina. Like I said, they were at PowerCon, which is where I picked up my set. I'm going to link to their Facebook page in the video description so you can check them out. I believe at the moment they are currently sold out of this first wave, but I do believe they put up a post saying that they should have another run of these coming soon. So if these are something you're interested in, definitely make sure you check them out over on Facebook, because if you're a fan of this style, I really think you guys will get a kick out of these. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, leave me a comment, feel free to tell me what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, my friends.